Good afternoon. Welcome in to another Titan Talk. As you can see, Kilgoon is back. I am back. But we're also joined by Pompon, who we've not seen in a little
Who's
while.
also back.
Yeah. How you doing, Pom?
Good. People probably haven't seen me for like a month, I feel. And that was actually for a good reason. I know actually, I think we alluded to like people taking time off because I knew that I would be suddenly gone for about 2.5, 3 weeks plus some PTO because I had a child. I'm a father now.
That's crazy.
Well, my wife.
Your wife. Yeah. Yes. Had to.
Yeah. So I was out on paternity leave. So that's why we got a whole bunch of stuff set up ahead of time, like Cabraken. And I just want to give a shout out to the team, especially because they ended up covering because it was actually supposed to be the 14th. And it was 2 weeks early. So I was just suddenly out 2 weeks earlier than expected. So thanks for the team for they finished up the Cabraken aspect, which is mostly done, but they pushed over the edge. They also got a lot of Sylvannus stuff done. We had stuff set up, but like they were able to get a lot of stuff in. I could come back and finish everything, but that was also like the release with like all the items that Clumsy was able to get in for the patch with like the night stuff.
Nighttime.
Yep.
The night stuff loop you guys did. Yeah, so you guys did a ton of stuff while I was out. So good job everyone on that. But yeah, it's just very cool. We had a baby boy, Finn.
Awesome. Finn, great name.
Finn.
Yeah. It's as someone who's had 2 kids in the last 2.5 years, it's definitely a lot. It's a big change to your life, but congratulations to you and your wife.
Yeah, she's doing really well. She's recovered really well. Everyone's is super healthy. We had like a night in the NICU, but that was largely fine, and we were all good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I was just sick. And then I had PTO scheduled like around last weekend because my wife was going on a trip with her sister. And then her flight got canceled, so I missed yesterday too. So, but I'm back now and I'm feeling mostly better. So
Back and raring to go.
Ready to go. So very excited.
First quick updates. I didn't put them down. I apologize. I've been very busy this morning. We've got a lot of things to cover.
Yes.
But Cabraken did get some hot fixes. If you guys didn't know, everyone complained about Cabraken aspect. Quick recap. He's been nerfed.
I got back in, saw the Reddit was on fire, so I quickly adjusted things.
Cabraken.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, so the big thing was his 3 was just vastly overtuned, especially on the inside of things. And some of our playtesting, we'd actually nerfed it off PTS, and we were playing more of a strength build because that was like the stuff they were trying to support with like the Loki side of things. But yeah, the end was definitely still just way too high. Yeah. The base damage was way too high. Some of the cooldowns and ranges were still too high. So we reduced the range on the 3. We reduced the base damage on the 3, reduced the int scaling on the 3, some strength scaling adjustments there as well. We increased its cooldown. We increased the cooldown on the 1, which a lot of people said like gave him a lot of extra safety as well, where he essentially had a lower stealth cooldown than Loki did. So he should be in a lot more of a fair place now. He might still need some nerfs and might still need some adjustments. I've seen some people give feedback about like wanting more support for the strength side, especially like the enhanced too. Yeah. So like now that he's closer to normal, we can see where he falls, do some further adjustments to get the aspect where we want it to be. But I think it's just fun still seeing Fat Loki running around.
Yeah,
sure.
Game.
It's fun to play. I think that like it was too strong, right? And it's not fun to play against things that are too strong. But I think that once we get the balance in the right place with this imp build, we didn't realize was going to be quite so strong. Hopefully it's a fun addition to the game. And, our goal is not to ship broken aspects and gods.
Yes.
Sometimes things just happen.
Listen, we sometimes they do come out a little bit stronger, but for the most part that happens. I will say there was a couple of popes that are like, this is the worst one for the Smite 1. And I'm like, if you've been playing all the time through Smite 1, this is not the worst one. However, and you would have probably waited 2 to 3 weeks for a patch update to give some fixes to it. So you breaking the microphone over there, Paul?
I'm trying to make sure it doesn't go too low because people say I'm quiet. I think I just need
always the case. I can try and boost you a little bit, I guess.
Yeah,
if that would work.
That'd be good.
Give me a second.
But yeah, it's also sometimes it's interesting like looking at the.
I think it's on that one over there. That's a problem.
Because like Cabraken stats were definitely really, really high, and Sylvanus was another one people were talking about being really, very strong on release. His was not even nearly as high, and in some cases, like even base Sylvanus was still outperforming. Yeah. So like it's interesting to see the two get compared as directly when like on our end, like looking at the actual back end stats of things, it's like a completely different story. Yeah. But all of it's just feel of how it ends up feeling in like the moment when you're experiencing. So just interesting stuff to talk about.
So today, to quickly go over, we're going to be talking about Sylvanus, I believe, today.
I had to be back for Sylvanus, my boy. I'm very excited.
Had to.
I played him today, and he was good.
He's pretty solid, yep. But we're going to be going over Sylvanus as well as a few other things coming into the patch too. Should we just swing straight into Sylvanus? Is that the plan here?
I think that's the thing, yeah. I will say, quick disclaimer, I was out, so I don't have my normal, like, fully prepared graphic and notes. So this is going to be a little bit less formal than normal. Not that it's ever formal, but like we're just going to run through stuff. There's a lot of stuff to talk about in this update. It's definitely smaller than the last update. Last update had a lot of stuff, but a lot of cool stuff coming in this update. The highlight of which, of course, is Sylvanus.
Yeah. And I guess the other thing going to come up is people are asking about the god roadmap of the next couple of gods. I guess we'll get to that a little bit later on.
Yeah, we'll do that when we get to Dodgy. So basically, the show before Dodgy.
Did we announce Dodgy?
Did we not? Oh, well.
Well, there you go. Dodgy's on the way.
I forgot. I thought that we. But we're,
you were sounding so confident. I trusted that we'd said that before.
See, this is what you get when I haven't been on the show in a while. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it before Dodgy, I guess, because we have to talk about her today anyway, because she's going to be on for playtest.
And I was going to say, she's on PTS, so I guess we were.
She's going to be on for PTS. We were going to talk about her today. Cool. I'm not going to talk about the next gods, though. Sorry.
You get one. Okay.
It's been a week. Okay, I don't know what's going on anymore.
However, she's one of the 3 ladies we were talking about, so there's 2 more ladies for us to announce, which we will get to. But congratulations, Dodgy on the way. And she will be in PTS, I believe.
Yes, not her aspect, but her default kit will be on in PTS today. Disclaimer that her textures and like facial animation stuff is still work in progress. Art-wise, she's not done, but we wanted to get gameplay feels on her, so she will be on just to get your gameplay feels. There is kind of a bigger change to her ultimate, which we will be talking about. That's the only thing we're going to talk about today because it is a bigger gameplay change.
Okay.
But first, we should talk about Sylvanus.
We should. I'm on dev. That's good, right? I just want to double check.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, I think you should.
Chat said it's been 1 week, everybody. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, it's been 1 week since I've been here. I'm not going to keep making that excuse. I apologize.
1 week, it happens.
Look, I get to pull like the 3-week card.
Yeah.
Let me get this set up then. So here we go. In game, I'm just going to make sure the audio is good. You guys can talk still.
Oh yeah, we can also see that this isn't all final.
Yes,
but you can see that there is some lighting adjustments.
Yes, so we are continuing to experiment with lighting. This is one of the things that we've been talking about for a while, but we've made the game much warmer versus previously it was much cooler. This, I guess, like red-orange versus like blue is kind of the best way to describe it. There's some other stuff that we're working on too, which I don't think is in this build, where one of the things that happens right now is that like gods are really hard to see right now when they're far away. So we're working on some stuff to basically like make them brighter, make gods brighter when they are farther away and whatnot. I don't think that's in this build, but we're continuing to do a lot of stuff to improve the looks of the map.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff in the back end also that's like not even in this version right now that like is coming in that make things look nicer. And we've been pointing out a few areas that, like, for example, the braziers were like really, really, really dark. We found a case as to why they were, so they shouldn't appear as like pitch black anymore. And then on like the lobby outside of game, we've done some stuff there too.
Yes.
So like we're also just trying to isolate lighting issues that pop up and fix them kind of one by one.
Yeah, the lobby lighting I think is going to look much better. The lobby lighting I think is closer to final than this is. This is still a little bit work in progress. Also a lot of lobby bug fixes. I don't have those written down. The one other thing I'll talk about, just conquest stuff before we get into Sylvanus. Is the rocks. If you'll notice, all of the rocks across the map have been updated to have more detail. They also have some moss on them now. The moss is, this is also a little bit work in progress, I would say. But and the other benefit of this is that they are also more performant than the old rocks. So the old rocks were one of our bigger performance hits from the environment art side. So the hope is that this will feel feel a lot better as you're running around and playing the game because it looks better and more detailed, and it will run a lot better because they are not as big of a performance hit. So just some of the improvements that we're continuing to make here.
Yeah, and I also think some people are asking, like, map-specific lighting stuff is very map-specific. Some of the ones we were talking about, like characters being brighter and longer range, will be like, that's more of a global change. But like right now, this is focused here. You learn lessons from it, and then you can take that to the other maps.
Yep.
So on to Sylvanus then, if that's where
we're
at right
sorry.
now. It's okay.
People are instantly reacting to the things they are seeing, so we got to talk about it.
But they can see a tree. Let's talk about Sylvanus and Grover then, and where do we want to start? Basics onwards, as usual?
Yeah, so Sylvanus, a lot of the core things that he does, we didn't want to mess around with too much, so his passive still is the seeds that you pick up for CDR mana regen.
Yep.
You have the root, you have the heal, you have the pull, you have the ult. A lot of that is basically the same, and we've done some small tweaks here and there that you'll feel like you're freed up to move a little bit earlier on the pull than you were previously.
Okay.
We've did some feedback on like the basic attack, so when you're basic attacking, you'll actually see like a little... So if you like actually start basic attacking, you'll see like maybe a little like flicker of like where that pulse is going to go, so you can keep track of your basic attacks better. We gave some better muzzle flat, like lots of really small adjustments to his core kit.
Yeah.
We focus a lot of the plus ones on one aspect of him that just felt like it was underutilized, which is the plant that he makes.
Okay.
So a lot of the plus ones are really focused around that.
Okay.
So here's the big things. First, the passive, when you actually pick up 8 seeds, you'll automatically generate a plant around you.
Yeah.
So generating a plant around you is just going to be generically good. You have more chance of having a plant around you. And that'll also play into some other things we're doing.
Okay.
The second thing is, now if the plants die, so if you do bot shoot 5.
Bot shoot 5.
So that the Odin start auto-attacking.
Okay.
And that way you can, like...
Bots shoot, all one word. With SS.
I'm missing an S.
Yeah, 2
Goodness.
S's.
That didn't work either.
No?
I've been like, is it a gap? No? Bots
Maybe you
shoot
just have to believe me.
5.
Now
Sure.
when the plant dies, so once it actually grows, if it dies, instead of dying instantaneously, it wilts. And it will stay wilted for about 6 seconds.
Okay.
And while it's wilted, you can actually heal it with your wisp to have it regrow. So
Interesting.
If you have one that you like in a place and you can bully the other person off and then you can wisp heal it, you can actually bring it back to life.
Okay.
If it's already alive, it actually gets it shares protections that the wisp would normally give in that AoE as well. So you actually can make this area a lot more powerful to fight in. And we chose to try and do interactions like that with basically each single ability. So for the passive, it's you generate an extra plant around you after you get 8 seeds.
Yep.
Your 2 is you can either revive or empower the plant's aura. The 3 is you can actually grab a plant and basically use it to empower yourself. So if you use your 3 on the plant.
On the plant. Here we go. Boom.
As it pulls back, you now grab it and you can see his leaves on his shoulders are all like nice and glowy and extra emissive.
Yeah.
He's essentially empowered for the next 30 seconds to be the mana aura himself.
Okay.
And what's cool about that is it also has other interactions where if he drops below 40% health, it converts it to an immediate wisp for himself. So it's an extra emergency heal for him.
So if I take some damage here, let's just say, hey, bitch.
Yeah. You might end up running out of the buff before it matters. We'll see. We'll see.
I'll cheat.
Yeah, there we go.
Rebuff.
So yeah, there you got the wisp. So it just consumed the wisp. Or if you have it when you ult, your ult will apply the protection shred that the 1 normally gives when it gets destroyed.
Oh, awesome. So you get like a 1 ult combo with just the ult.
Yeah, so you basically, now your whole goal is kind of keep these plants alive, get more of them. We increased how many are actually able to be out. That's now 5 instead of 3.
Okay.
You get more from just your passive. And so basically you kind of want to try and always have 1 up around you to consume with your 3. And when you consume with your 3, it also drastically lowers the cooldown of your 3. So you can just use it to grab and not feel bad about the cooldown being wasted. You don't have cooldown on right now, but it'll go down to like 2 seconds. We also made it so like if you basically throw through someone and hit a god and pull back, that'll also pull the wisp. So if you're on the other
really?
side,
So if I do this and just... I get both of them? Hell yeah. Okay, okay.
So lots of cool stuff there. Basically, our goal for his +1s were to make the plants, which are these assets that he just wants to kind of plant and play around, that previously were basically just a early game mana aura underneath the tower for safety, and you just kind of forgot about using them that way for the rest of the game, into something that you're more actively playing around as our +1 focus for him.
So instead of just a plant on the ground that you just ignore for the rest of the game, replant or whatever, it's basically like a missed ability more than anything else. Is how it used to be used.
Yeah.
Outside of a bit of a reject. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, and he does have some fun tooltips. It was funny, I came back and Josh had he basically had done the aspect for him mostly.
Okay.
And so I came in and all the tooltips for him were like very goofy, like Grover yelling. So I actually went and looked at Paladin's Grover and his voice pack. And so I have Grover quotes on some of the tooltips.
Okay.
For fun.
Okay. So wisps, pretty much what they used to be for the most part. Still
all
heal.
the abilities basically work the way they did before. Just there's either like clarity improvements, slight feels tweaks to like how much he was using on the 3. Obviously his ult, if he uses ult, it has completely new visuals, which is
yeah, I was waiting for that. I've not used that one yet. So
yeah, that is just insane work. Arthur did a lot of VFX work for Sylvanus, and it's great. So the core abilities should feel as good or even just slightly better than the overall feel and presentation. And then, yeah, the +1 focus for him was really around these plant interactions to give him
Okay.
You've played him a lot. What are your thoughts?
I've enjoyed him, but he's for the fan at home. He feels like Sylvanus from Smite 1 for the most part. The added benefits, I think it's more of like muscle memory. I'll get used to using them more because it feels weird to like want to pull my plant, you know. However, if my plant's in the way or something like that, then that's going to be great as well to be able to do additional things. I think the seeds and the extra bonuses you're going to see, because a lot of the +1, sometimes I personally like to go in kind of blind and see what I feel about differently and go, hey, this doesn't feel right. And it's like, it's because that's a +1. I'm like, okay. That makes sense. But overall, like his flow feels good as always. His pulls seem just as solid. Couldn't convince them to give me more pulls though. I was hoping for like a 5-way pull or a global pull, but you know, we can dream.
No, we don't want to give him too many ways to pull because we actually had a version where he could get a reset on his 3.
If he hits one,
but then you can just like pull, root, ult, pull, and you're like, yeah, that person just doesn't move for the next 6 seconds.
I mean, good. Like, that's kind of how I feel as a support. But yeah, that's kind of how he plays out there. So this is a little look. Was there anything else we've not discussed here? Just want to make sure, because we kind of went all over the place, which is fine. Just
I'm
not as
trying to
usual.
think if there's anything else that we missed. I think that is everything. I can actually here. Let me pull. I have a doc that has these.
Yeah, we do have the wrong short description on his 3 there. It says root instead of pull. We'll get that fixed before it goes live.
Yeah, I don't actually know how that
intelligence
happened.
and passive too.
We did have to. We found a bug
this morning. Yeah,
so he might be a little bit weak on PTS because we fixed the bug.
Did you nerf the bug? Are you nerfing the bug or you not?
PTS will probably have the bug, so he's gonna feel strong on PTS.
Strong on PTS.
And
don't tell him what it is. It's fine.
And I'm worried that he'll feel a little bit weak on release because it's definitely really good what the bug is, but
as always.
Let's see. Where's my +1 doc? There we go.
Is his scaling all int?
Scaling is all int. Okay. He is a pure int scaler. I believe I added int scaling to the heal, but the heal has been adjusted per kind of our healing pass rules.
Okay.
But yeah, so passive every 8 seeds. His ones. His pods also drop seeds. So you can see that the plants are kind of out here. They will just drop seeds over time. So like keeping that area alive will also feed into that loop and give you. They only last for like 15 seconds.
I know, I just keep getting to them too late, but they keep respawning, as you can see. Yeah.
So if you have like a kind of a garden that you're maintaining out in the back, you can get a whole bunch of seeds that way. And if someone tries to disrupt it and break all them, you can just walk over, wisp heal them, and get them all back.
So in this situation, if these were both dead, I could just wisp heal both these, and they'll come back.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you can see that there, yeah. They cast there, and now they're doing the empowered, like, they're giving protections in that aura now.
Really? That's crazy. That's
and
great.
The plants look so good.
Yeah.
They do.
EO3 pulls the pod towards him, empowers him, consumes. Yeah, so that's everything.
Someone in the chat said he's cannibalistic eating he's a cannibalistic eating seeds. I'm like, think of it as like Sylvanus picking up those seeds to throw them. You know?
It's
rather than like Grover's eating them.
It's nature, right? Like nature, you decompose things and use as fertilizer. Think of it like fertilizer.
Perfect. So that's Sylvanus in a nutshell for now. However, I believe we've got aspect on as well.
We do have an aspect on.
Yes.
And this one does change quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
How do I aspect this again?
Test talent, space, Sylvanus, and then you should be able to autofill.
There we go. Sylvanus.
The aspect of Grover's wrath.
Yes. So this is Grover's angry. Mm-hmm. He's done with everyone destroying his plants. And he's going to rain down chaos on everyone.
Okay.
This is focused on turning him into a carry.
Okay.
And the big thing that enables that is essentially as his plants die or his allies die, he gets angry. And every stack of anger gives him attack speed. If he then gets to 4 stacks of anger, he enrages, which gives him a free cast of his 2 or his 3.
Okay.
As well as a big attack speed stim. So basically, as you're throwing out ones on people, as they're breaking them, as your team's dying, and as you cast your ult also will give you stacks. It's called wrath, so you get anger stacks from it. You get more and more attack speed. So that enables him to actually focus more on his auto attacks of dealing significant damage. And then if you have them debuffed, which Sylvanus applies a lot of debuffs. He does a protection shred on his 1. He does a damage over time on his 2. He has an ult on his 3. If any of those are active, you will deal 15% bonus damage to them with your basic attacks. Okay. So you can actually do quite a bit of auto attack damage now with Sylvanus. To further enable that, we've changed how his 3 works. Because if he's a carry and you could pull someone to it, you just go pew 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 while they're flying to you and you can just kill them. You now just have a tether onto the target. You can see that the text changed.
Yeah.
And that tether, while it's active, will slow the target and give you haste and bonus movement speed while you're moving towards them. So if you land your 3 on them, you actually have full haste and you get to keep attacking. So you can actually chase someone down with them. This can crit, and it can apply on-hit effects. So if you have, like, Tearfing, the 3 tick will apply Tearfing.
Okay.
So you can also get some more on-hit synergy there. And you can have multiple of these out. So you're not just limited to tethering to one person. You can tether multiple people. Because you can
get the free cast
of the
enrage.
3.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you get a lot of physical tether damage out there, and you just get a lot of extra attack speed to chase someone.
Yes, it is not. It's not a pull anymore. It's not a root or anything.
It's a tether that slows and that enables you to kind of lock down that target and basically chase them down.
Question on the tether then. Breaking the tether, easy enough to just walk away,
it's
kind of?
11.2 meters.
So it is a range-based? Okay.
I think it's 6 seconds. It's either 6 or 8 seconds.
It did feel like 6, I should say, just by looking at that.
Yeah.
Because I can get out of range of them by getting too far away.
Yeah, and as you move, if you get too far away, I think the tether will flash to indicate you're getting kind of close to break range.
Yeah.
So if you walk a little bit further away, you can see it's kind of flashing.
You can see it just kind of getting, gives you a bit of a warning. Okay.
But yeah, so this definitely, so the downsides, right? One, you don't have a pull. Not having a pull is pretty meaningful. Not being able to like yoink someone.
That's like the key thing that Sylvanus does, as a support.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess the mobility you gain with the Enrage as well of going towards targets is useful because you don't really have an escape as a carry.
Yes, you don't have an escape as a carry.
Situations. So you are in there is what I would describe. Or like if you get caught, you are fighting to the death.
Yes, and if you get caught as Sylvanus, you definitely have some struggle. You can kind of counter that with like double heal, but the heal is also taking a penalty too. It's only 60% effective, both in the protections it provides, but the healing it does as well. So you're not going to be able to nearly sustain as much. You're not getting as much protections for yourself as well. So you get a little bit of bulk there, which is helpful, but you're not getting the full effect of that as much.
And your knockup is shorter, right? It doesn't knock up as high.
And your knockup is shorter.
Oh, okay.
And we also didn't give him any unique strength scaling.
Yeah, see, it's a shorter distance.
So you can't double up on like, oh, I built a whole bunch of strength items to make my attack stronger, and my other abilities are stronger.
You invest in one or the other.
You're really investing in one or the other. And if you're going on carry focus, you're really using the abilities to apply these debuffs to make your auto attack strong. And that's actually been good enough in our playtest to like feel really, really impactful.
Yeah, he has been
also
strong
like,
some days.
yeah, if you happen to like 1-2 people next to each other and you go like pop, they're done.
They're done. Yeah.
Because the debuffs on the one are very strong.
Yes.
So.
So lots of really cool stuff here, and this actually, because he's so auto attack focused, that's where we got some of the improvements for the readability of the base attacks from the muzzle flash and the sound and the like little extra thing you get on the ground to indicate where it's going to go. That's where a lot of this came from because we were playing him ADC so much that like we found that just was baseline improvements for the character.
And the tether does not cripple, correct?
The tether does not cripple. It is just a slow, and it makes you, if you have a tether active, you get basically haste.
Yeah.
And then because the tether is no longer a pull, you can't pull plants to you like you can in the base.
You can.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Yeah, so it also comes back to you. And you can see that comeback is a lot faster in that case because we didn't want you to nearly just lock down on a miss because you're playing carry. And so like we did some tuning there to also help.
Does the tether do damage to minions?
The tether does not do damage to minions.
Okay.
It can only connect to gods. It doesn't do damage on pass-through. Trust me, his clear is plenty good enough.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
I guess if you go in the jungle, I could just show you on the minions. Does really damage. Wisp still hit. Still hits. Yep.
Yeah.
Jungle Sylvanus?
So I've tried a few builds with him. I do think attack speed on hit is definitely the way to go. There is tanky kind of like Berserker Shield plus Golden Blade type builds that I think could be potentially good to be like more of a frontline bruiser, especially with like continual resets of your 2 if you can get that often enough. But I feel like the on hit build is just going to be like that's like the one you want to go for.
Can you just build a bunch of items real quick just to show
Sure.
the potential?
Item procs are currently not DR'd.
What items do you want? Is there anything specific?
We can do Tearfing, Odibo, and Braggy. And Braggy actually has some benefit because it does give you the scaling as well.
And Brag. I'm out of gold. Goodness, out gold. If you only could do this in your games, guys, you might win. This is why they don't give me the power in life. Okay. Head back out.
So I'll tell you, I actually do have GM in live, and I accidentally hit like the tilde key,
and then
it screws me up in game.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
Yeah,
I can see that. Does he have, as part of the aspect, does he get higher attack speed as base at all? Or
no, his attack speed doesn't get higher as base, so you actually have to build up those rage stacks.
Yeah, and then throw a 1 at him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speed. Take into account before you all get excited, chat. We're all level 20 in this game. I have infinite cooldowns. And also these Odin bots are just on items.
Yeah, no items, no.
However,
anything.
It's
you
still
can see. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
There definitely is some things that are interesting because his basic attack range is not 55, it's 45. And that's just base Sylvanus.
Yeah.
Other carries, if they're really good with spacing, can just outbox you, so you have to be really careful. You do have to like cover that distance somehow, but once you do cover that distance, you are really, really threatening to them. Me and Clumsy were like, we would like go trade like a few blows with each other, back off and be like, okay, peace.
Yeah.
Like, I can't walk forward anymore, but if you walk to chase me, you're gonna die, so we're gonna chill.
Definitely got to be careful with that.
It's definitely a different way of playing him. You're really focused on keeping those debuffs up, and I think a lot of people are gonna have fun with this one.
So that's Sylvanus. That's his aspect too. Should we head into have a look at his
Ascension Pass?
Ascension Pass.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
Oh, and his model, by the way, also looks fantastic.
It does, and we'll look at it more in the.
We'll see it
in the lobby here.
Oh yeah, I called it 45 instead of 55. Yeah, he's 7.2 meters instead of 8.8. If I am doing my math correctly.
Okay, so we've talked about Sylvanus.
What's aspect 3 scaling? It's pretty low on like the inside of things. It's like the actual damage it does is really, really low until you get on hit items, or you're just using it for the haste to basically be on a target.
So a quick look at the aspect. Obviously, God's Pulled is the first one for getting the mastery page, along with the shadow version.
Purple leaves are pretty cool.
There's one skin in particular that I know looks really, really good with these recolors.
And then we get the Clapper level 1.
Yep.
He's quite high up there.
He's pretty high
on this one, which is fine. Objectives destroyed as the next one, along with your god assists and some diamonds. 278 seeds collected. I thought he said speeds. I was like, wait, seeds collected.
You can tell that he's played quite a few games already of Sylvanus internally.
I think that was just from this.
I don't think it was just from
actually,
this.
Maybe it wasn't actually.
Because you've played quite a few Sylvanus.
You're right. So I guess it is counting already. Which is good. Here's a look at the Onyx version.
Looks so good. I love it.
Yeah, this one's so good.
Yeah, I will note there are some tech art stuff we're still cleaning up, so you may see Sylvanus pop around a little bit on Grover's back during the playtest today. But that is one known issue.
And I don't know if you'll see the owl
I love Opal. Opal's always
the
so
Opal
good.
ones that have grown on me, like from outside, they were the ones I was most looking forward to.
There's an owl that will fly out every so often. We might not see it as you're just going through the skins, but the owl is also recolored. I did ask specifically about that.
For the owl to be in there, okay. So that's the Opal, and then we have the usual surprise. What time is it?
Yeah.
What time is it?
So, like when you're like level 20 and you're still with your duo and
you're still there. But there was one there, I'm pretty sure it's 44 minutes or something. Was it 4 minutes, 23 minutes? Okay, it's not too bad. Next up is the wave. They both wave.
Yep.
Busy there. Then it's Wild Keeper is the title you'll get for this, along with some diamonds and god kills as an additional tracker. And then we have the Sylvanus Mastery Badge, as you can see there, along with a little look at the Radiant version.
Yeah, the Radiant's also sick.
Looking really good.
Just Grover's like material, especially.
And this is
really
not
good.
Completely done. I believe that the leaves are not falling the way they're supposed to fall.
Okay.
So this the frame I know will be cooler when it's done. But this at least gives you a work in progress look at it.
And then finally the diamonds you'll get for completing the entire mastery track. That's a look.
And there's also another Sylvanus.
Oh, we're gonna show that one?
Yeah, we're gonna show it.
Do it now? Okay, cool.
So
bear with me.
I feel like this is a good moment.
Just scared of showing something.
If you go to loadout in that tab.
I've already got it equipped, funny enough, because I've been playing with this just to see how it was going to look.
So, this, it's not actually going to be legendary. This is Harvest Keeper Grover.
My favorite one.
Which will be available as a Twitch drop.
Correct.
We heard the feedback that the community wants,
more free stuff,
more regular Twitch drops. We just can't snap our fingers and do things instantly. It takes a while to work it into the pipeline. But we do want to get in the habit of doing, maybe once a month or so, having a new free recolor that'll be available as a Twitch drop. So if you're one of the people that was asking for this, look forward to it. We don't know if it's. It might
not
not
got confirmed dates just yet of when we're going to drop this, but it will be month to month. Of expect, for example, OB22 comes out on Tuesday next week, I believe. Is this still the plan?
Yes.
Am I crazy? Okay. OB22 on Tuesday, so this will be in the game, but we won't be doing the drop until a week or two later, and then expect to see another one a month later.
Yeah.
Also, it's kind of the cadence.
And then if you miss it while it's a Twitch drop, I believe it will be available as a heroic skin or something.
Okay. I didn't know that.
So
awesome.
It will still be available in game if you miss it while it's a Twitch drop. It's not like only available as a Twitch drop, but
and this will also we'll still see Wandering Market coins available as part of Twitch drops too, alongside one of these every so often to assist.
Yep.
Obviously, if you notice, we did the whole battle pass thing with the the Wandering Market of making ways to generate coins. That's why we've been kind of waiting to do some overhaul to our drop system too, and just see how that market balance out too. But this is something that will definitely be coming to the Twitch drops.
Yep.
What else we got?
What else we got? Do you want to do the other God thing now? You just want to show Dodgy's ult real quick, and then, or do you want to do that at the end? Do that at the end.
We can do that at the end.
Okay.
Okay. I was already there. I've not even touched Dodgy yet, so we'll find out the hard way.
Okay. Do you want to do the other skins first?
Sure. We can go with which one do you want?
Do you want to do?
Pick your poison.
Do you want to do the Sun Wukong?
I think so, because the other one everyone's been screaming about in chat for a while for the other character. So I'm like, okay, we'll do this one first.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So first traveler in this update, Dark Lord Sun Wukong.
He's back.
He's back. This is one of the, I think, most used Sun Wukong skins
for sure
in Smite 1. Excited to bring him over here. And there's multiple different looks that you can get here, as always with these travelers. So we have the classic Dark Lord that you get for purchasing it. You get the Obsidian Prism with a cool mask.
Look at him now. We also get...
You get the Void Spawn Dark Lord Sun Wukong.
Yeah, the mask versions are cool.
Yeah. And then you have Frostbane Dark Lord Sun Wukong. So 3 different prisms that go with it. In addition, you will get a jump stamp called Godslayer. Pretty cool. And I believe there's a title.
There is.
Which is Dark Lord.
Who would have seen that come?
Yeah. So these are pretty sweet. If you like these, they're available. They'll be available for...
Usual way.
Yeah. Usual way. You'll get it. You buy the Traveler, spend your Wandering Market coins to get the prisms and stuff. If you wait, the classic skin will be available in the ways that classic skins are available.
Yeah.
On the same timeline. And then we did update Travelers so they don't ever go away. So you will have forever to unlock stuff on this.
Yeah, can you go to the gray one again?
Sure. What do you think?
So yeah, he does have pulsing spikes. They actually do change color.
Yeah.
Do the other ones change color?
On the
actual weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, the other ones change color? Is that just unique to that one?
They do a little bit.
They do a little bit. It's really noticeable on that one. Interesting.
Blue one as well, just to check. Oh yeah, it's changing color.
Yeah. You just really notice it on the gray one.
Okay then.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's a look at the
and this does, I believe this does use the same animations from Smite 1 where it changes for his transforms.
we probably did not make new animals for that.
Yeah.
I assume.
But for Smite 1 he has different animations.
he has a really forward thing, and he has the spinning. I assume those all stay the same. I assume. Yes.
Well, when we get to talking more later, I'll quickly jump in this and see if I can find that out as well, as a heads up. But we do have more as well, I believe, Kilgoon.
We do. We also have I believe it is the first Rama skin? First new Rama skin?
Want to say so? Sure.
Potentially. Sure. So we have Sacred Arrow Rama coming as a traveler.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah, this looks amazing in UE5. I think that the metallics show off really well. The textures on the hand look really good. This was a cool skin in Smite 1. I think it looks even better here in Smite 2. And it's a traveler, so it comes with some really cool prisms too.
Have a look.
So there is Cursed Wraith Sacred Arrow Rama.
That's sick.
Which is pretty sick. I like being an edgy evil boy when I'm playing a video game. So. Starbound. This is the one that I've actually been using the most in playtest. I don't know. I just love the kind of galactic panning texture going through there. I think it looks sweet. Infernal Menace. If you just want to be, a hell spawn, this is for you.
This is for you.
That's cool.
And then we've got...
Additionally, this one. I'll show this first of all, the Sacred Art Badge that you'll get.
Yep.
But then there's also, I believe, a jump stamp here that I've seen a few of with the arrows coming down.
Yeah.
For Rama.
So, pretty cool. Hopefully, you guys think this is sweet and you pick it up.
Next.
So that's 2 travelers. We do also have a 3rd traveler that is kind of like our Void Worm Kukulkan traveler and our We did one for Bologna, Miss Senshi Bologna, where
Senshi, yes.
we previously had released prisms that were available to buy standalone, and nobody really bought them, so we are repackaging them as a traveler. So if you own any of the Soul Piercer Achilles prisms, just not the classic skin, but if you own the prisms, you will get this for free when it goes live. Otherwise, you'll be able to buy this Traveler now to have an easy way of accessing all 3 of these prisms. These are in game already. You've seen them before, but they look sick if you have not seen them before. I really like the one on the not that one, the other one, that one, the Veil Strider. Yeah, I like this one.
And it also comes with flowers received.
Yeah, these are new, so it does come with a tracker now.
Okay.
For flowers received and a title for Soul Piercer.
I also don't know if I've just not really paid attention before, or if we've just like amped up the intensity, but the backgrounds and the lighting for each of these travelers.
Somebody
like,
noticed in the other skin as well. There's a dragon in the background. I'm like, oh, they are.
Yeah, like these scenes are just like way cooler.
They're starting to look cooler. Yeah, I think Justin's been like looking at these more, and as well as Emma and the UI team, and I think that like they're really coming to life.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, I think that everything is. Another thing that we did as well is. We've updated the card art so that they are prism card arts for these as well, right?
Okay,
So previously, the first rounds of prisms we didn't have unique card arts. We've now moved to having recolored versions of the card arts for the prism. So those have been done as well when we bring old skins over into this new format. So,
awesome.
So yeah, these are pretty cool. I think...
I will say real quick, I don't know if we know the dates of release of all those prisms and stuff, so we'll confirm that on Friday for sure, as a heads up, because I know we did a couple of random things this last one, where we did a couple of, an aspect coming out later and some of these, but we'll let you know on Friday for sure what dates these are all getting released.
There's one thing that's worth noting is that, as you will notice, none of these had Reaping Pumpkins in them. That's because the Reaping event is coming to a conclusion.
Sure.
The UI will still be up for the Reaping event. You'll still be able to unlock the stuff for you'll still be able to get to the Slaughterhouse Chalk skin for forever is the current plan, but maybe at some point we'll turn it off. By getting pumpkins that are in these travelers, because the travelers aren't going anywhere. But if you're trying to earn the free pumpkins, I believe you have until November 18th to get the free pumpkins. Okay. So those will be going away with not this update, but the next update, if you are still working towards getting the free pumpkins. So that's something to keep in mind. But there is a new thing in the events section, if you go to it.
Okay.
We have a new short event before our next event starts. It's not around buying stuff. It's just around giving you more free stuff because it's gaming in 2025, and that's what we do.
So what it is first, so I just don't bring up the wrong screen.
It's the Pantheon.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. I'll just show that. I seem to have completed a lot of them without realizing it. I think that's a problem. I don't know how, but here we go.
Here we go. So we've added a series of Pantheon quests. So basically, by playing 3 games as each of the Pantheons, while this is active, you're going to get a badge for that Pantheon. So it's just kind of a fun little short-term event that'll be up for a patch or 2. Play games as specific Pantheons, get some badges.
Okay, so these badges. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Back we go.
And we continue to spoil things, but it would have been spoiled the PTS anyway, so who cares?
This is true.
I don't actually know who they're typing in chat. I don't understand.
Yeah, I can't read it. There's some kind of filter or something. I have a couple other things.
We broke into a little bit.
No, you didn't break me. I was just like, what are they talking about? Oh, her. Okay. Yeah. Dodgy. Yeah.
We mentioned that the lobby has improved lighting. Do you want to do like a quick lobby, or is that just going to be weird?
I can try.
No. Okay. Well, when you see the lobby, the lighting looks better. There've also been a lot of UI improvements that have been made. We'll continue to make UI improvements. I don't have the full list of that. Maybe we'll run through that on Friday if we can get through it.
Yeah, the specifics of the lobby, just for the lighting side, is the gods should pop a little bit more, and especially gods with like metals. Like Khepri has a lot of metallic stuff on him.
Yeah.
The underside of him was basically like black in the scene, and so now you actually get to see some of those details. They're not so contrasted out. So just the gods should pop and look better there. Yeah. And then obviously fixes the actual UI flow.
Can you go in-game as anybody? We just need to play some words.
Okay. Going in-game.
Thank you. So one thing that will be coming in this update, which is something that has been missing for a long time, and something we wanted to do but just didn't have the time to do, is that there will be ward timers. So you'll be able to see as your wards are expiring and when they're about to expire. This is expected to be here in this update. So there's a chance that it doesn't make it, but we can show you what it looks like right now.
I'll just use jungle practice. I think is probably
probably easiest.
Get in here. Here we go.
Okay, so
wards.
Get some wards.
Didn't even give me one at the start. That's crazy.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
There's something else to see in here too. So we'll. This was a good choice actually.
Cool.
Okay, so
Place ward.
place ward.
Bang.
Okay.
Throw it all
And then so you'll notice there's a couple things I believe, or maybe it's just on the mini map right now. Yeah.
I
So
can see this little.
there's a thing that goes around the edge
The red
of
edge.
yeah. And can you what is it? Slow mo.
It's like slow-mo 2, slow-mo 3.
Yeah.
SLOMO. You think you would say slow? Like
Slammo 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to see.
no W, no W.
Yeah.
You think there would be a W, but no, there's no W.
Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so Slammo 3.
And then you'll be able to see it kind of
Slowly
start
counting
to,
down.
Yeah, slowly
So we're
counting
looking
down.
over here. You'll be able to see that there's a little red outline around your ward to show it's counting down to when it's going to expire. That's cool because we did need something to let you know.
Yep.
Yep.
So hopefully that is helpful for people, and you can see when your ward is about to expire. I think it blinks to you when it's about to expire, but I'm not sure if
We'll
we have
find
that
out.
in or not. Maybe it just has to count down. So there we go. So hopefully that still is a nice little like guide of, hey, my ward has this
Give
much
you
time
some
left on it.
indication, for
So
sure.
we're trying to give you a little bit more information there. Hopefully it's useful. There's another thing that's in Jungle Practice.
Okay.
Shout out to Matt Zaneski for getting this figured out.
Yeah.
If you push the tab, there is a new thing under the tab.
Yeah, I was going to mention this one.
It says,
where is it?
add item stacks.
Congratulations. Everyone was complaining, well, not complaining, but asking, could we get something like this? It makes sense to have something where you can quickly stack for doing test purposes. So this should work if I hit add item stacks.
Yes.
10, 20, 30, 40. I
Yes.
can't go past that because that's max.
So
Add stacks.
there is a chance
Okay.
that this does not work for every item with stacks.
Which is understandable.
because we had to go back and fix this for each item
Yes.
individually.
Okay.
Some
if-
items were made with stacking before we actually had a stack equipment component that did the stacking rules for us.
Yeah.
So some items have had to be fixed and done a completely different way, so they actually work with the stack system so you can do this.
Gotcha. So if you come across in your games, say in your tests, that there's one that's not there, let us know and we will try and implement that.
Yes, please put in a
Let
bug
us know.
report
Yep.
if you're like, I can't stack thing in Jungle Practice with the stack button, because that'll be it'll be relatively easy to update the items we missed. We think we got them all, but there is a chance that we missed some, so please let us know.
Excuse my random. This is my personal Steam, and some reason I've got a group chat that I'm not.
Oh, I didn't
not
even see
even
what
a
it
part
was.
of it. It's okay. It's nothing important. It's people talking about Megabonk, and I'm like,
Oh,
stop
Megabonk.
messaging
Megabonk
me.
is really fun.
It is, but they're all like, hey, how do I get better? I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to teach you. Like, it's Megabonk. It's not hard. Get me out of this chat. Well, speak up.
Yeah, Megabonk is. Maybe I'm weird, but I feel like my favorite of the endless roguelike kind of genre, Brotato. I think Brotato there's something
Brotato is
special
good,
about
yeah.
Brotato to me.
I have people have told me that I bounce off Brotato every single time.
Really?
I try. And I like these games a
Oh.
lot, but something about Brotato, like I don't know what it is.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
So, I'm in Jungle Practice anyway. Should we talk about Daji next, or is that what we're up to?
Yeah,
I'm missing
let
anything?
me just talk about a couple other
Yeah,
things,
sorry,
and then
thought-
we'll get to that. So these are things that we wouldn't be going into in game to show anyway. We talked about this. We talked about this. We talked about that. We are coming up on our next Game Pass drop. If you are a Game Pass subscriber, you get free skins every quarter as part of that. And coming November 4th or 5th, I'm not sure exactly which, the next drop will be Seraph's Bow Neath.
Okay.
So if you are a Game Pass subscriber, you will get that. If you are an active subscriber during that period, if your subscription lapses, you will lose access to it because that's the way the deal works. But just something to be aware of if you are a Game Pass subscriber. We have made audio improvements to Thanatos' basic attacks, so they should feel more responsive.
Awesome.
This was something that came up as a result of some community discourse looking into auto attacks not feeling great. Basically, when the god was brought over from Smite to Smite 2, they redesigned the audio on the basic attacks to add like a weird wind-up like the audio basically didn't start immediately. So we've changed the audio for Thanatos basic attacks, so that audio should make it feel more responsive for Thanatos basic attacks.
Yeah, that's a good example of if you have a basic attack that feels weird, give feedback on the specific case, because often it's a very specific solution. Like some characters are timing issues, other ones are very specific. The audio team has to go look at the audio itself. Yeah. So letting us know just helps us find the issue.
There's also some day-night audio polish to look forward to. Osiris's basic attacks should also feel a little bit more responsive. There were some animation tweaks that were made to those. So they basically are a little bit snappier at their endpoint, I believe, is kind of the change. If you are currently stuck at level 80 on the Wandering Path and unable to continue to earn coins, that will be fixed with this next update. We do know what experience you're earning right now. It's just not giving you the coins. So the plan is that you will get the coins that you should have gotten for the experience that you earned during this time period. We just can't easily fix the post-level 80 levels in live right now with an update going to come out next week. So
update, you're not losing anything. You will get your stuff that you've earned.
That is the current plan.
Cool.
Yes. And then the last thing I have before, we can actually look at Daji, because the last thing is actually just about PTS. So
okay,
let's do it.
Daji, do I say anything other than just going in jungle practice here?
So the big thing is you guys will be able to play Daji.
Yeah.
We are still in the process of making sure everything's polished. So what you see is not final.
Specifically art-wise, I just want to say too.
Art-wise isn't final. I think +1 still have some adjustments to be done. So like, don't treat this as final. Treat this as does this character feel like Daji? Do you notice anything immediately wrong or obviously wrong? Definitely report that to us. But we will also, the one that you will feel, the +1 that you will definitely feel the most is going to be the ultimate.
Yeah.
Because
you will feel it.
Call it a +1.
The ultimate has changed.
Dun, dun, dun.
We knew when we were going to Daji,
dun, dun.
We have one relic, right? We don't have 2 relics. And that's been a point with like characters like Ares, trying to find what the balance point for them is. And this is one of those ones that like, if you have one relic and Daji's in the game, it could feel potentially really, really rough. So we wanted to find a different version for this that wasn't so immediately executing if you didn't have beads.
Sure.
Right? So the change is now that when you get tethered, that tether will actually vortex you towards the powwow rather than like just be damage on you waiting for her to refire and leave. It also, as you leave, it won't pull and snap people immediately there. It's just this vortex effect. So you're no longer incentivized to just throw it once and immediately cancel and just
getting pulled all the way.
You actually have an incentive to stay up there and try and hit multiple people with this.
Yeah.
If you hit twice on a target, they are extra pulled. They will go zoom in towards it. And as they get pulled in, they will take damage. And there's also an area around there that does damage too. So if you drop this in the middle of a team fight, people are going to respect that damage already on its own, even outside of the fact that they might be being pulled to it.
Yeah, so there's damage that's ticking on the base. If you touch the center, you're still stunned. Mm-hmm. If you get chained twice, you're going to get pulled to the center. It's just not instantly the way it used to.
Yeah, and you can try and fight against it, but the first pull you can fight against it a little bit, but it definitely does slow you a ton.
And people I just need to interrupt real quick. People in chat who think that this is a huge like nerf to the character and she's going to be unplayable and horrible, you are going to get destroyed by Daji. Daji is going to ruin your day.
I think I went like 16-2 in today's test.
We are having arguments internally if this is actually better than the old ult. You can play around it better.
Yeah.
But it is very, very strong.
Yeah, we've had it nerfed a few times even internally. So we want people to give feedback though on this because it is a big change. We want to see how it feels in practice with more people trying it. And we also do want to make sure that people understand like, you can have beads, you can have talisman of purification. We fixed an issue, like we found that like, for example, Geb shield was not properly cleansing.
Sure, yeah.
We're gonna be fixing that type of thing. So like there are character counters and there are item counters. Cersei's Hexstone will also remove the CC cleanse at any point. You will remove this tether. But being able to like actually apply multiple of these, vortex multiple people, in the world where there's one relic, this has felt very strong in our internal tests. So definitely try it out, definitely give us the feedback, see how it feels. Part of the reason we want you to play this early as it is because it is a big change in a character. And
it is.
It's one of those things that, like, as we've brought characters over, we've tried to avoid doing these big changes that we feel like they're necessary. We think this is a necessary one, and we think this is one that actually does work really well for her. And there's a lot of number tuning we have. Like, we've changed duration of tether internally. We've changed pull intensity. We've changed the reward from 1, like, how the reward scales from 1 to 2. We've changed the damage. Like, there's actually one version of this where I powwowed, like, a fire giant just to do the tick damage on fire giant. And that was really good.
Yeah.
You have no item right now, so you're not even getting any of the scaling scaling factor in that and seeing how strong the scaling is there and the damage that it does. So definitely give it a try. It'll be on in PTS. Definitely play around with it along with Sylvanus.
And again, you can, sorry, couple quick things. You can hit multiple people with one chain, just like,
just so you could do normal.
Yeah. The reason why it's 15-second cooldown right now is because you have reduced cooldowns.
I'm using cooldowns, guys.
It's not.
That's why literally I was going to go with like, hey, first of all, I'm in jungle practice messing around with this. Level 20 versus level 10 in terms of damage numbers. Secondly, when we brought out before we even showed Sylvanus, we had Sylvanus in PTS, and a lot of people played it and went, this is terrible. He's not even ready. And it's like, no, it's not. And I'm just saying the same thing about Dodgy. She's not ready. That's why she's in a test cycle in a weird way. But you're going to get to see her earlier.
Yes.
So
definitely
expect
play
more
around with
tuning.
her, see how the ult feels in practice against real people in PTS.
Does ult cripple, first of all?
The ult does not
Okay.
cripple.
Someone just asked in the chat. I just thought that straight away.
Yeah, it's not putting the cripple effect on him either. Yeah.
But it is a continuation. Yeah.
You cannot rechain after cleansing. Ult does not cripple. Clumsy is confirming a chat.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm sure we'll answer more questions about that as time goes on, but definitely play around
And
with
you
this.
can hop off after firing one chain if you want to, or you can double chain real quick and then hop off. You know, like there are still things that you can do. She feels good. She's been really good in our playtests.
Yeah,
Arguably too good.
Yeah, I went like 62. She's been doing really well. You can see some of the effects are starting to come in, some of the things, but like she's obviously not polished on art side. She's not polished on model side. I know she has some more model stuff coming in as well. So like, just keep that in mind as we're going to the BTS, that this is like, you're seeing an early version of this character.
Yes.
Your middle tower
Cool.
is under
I guess the other question I see in chat is people asking about walls and interactions with like pulling through walls. I'm guessing it won't pull through. It'll pull to the wall. I guess?
It'll pull to the wall.
Yep.
It'll be like if like you
If you were
like
pulled over
80,
a wall with Poseidon, yeah, that's what I was going to say. And then if you pull through the wall, you'll hit them to the wall. Yeah, but not to the actual location.
Cool. The pull stop if you end early, I think it keeps going because the Palo stays around. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, it did seem the Palo stayed around.
Yeah, because the other characters get pulled. So yeah, if you hop down and they're chained, they're still being vortex to the center as well.
Yeah, on the way.
She's fun. Let us know what you think on PTS. We do want to hear your feedback. We're not, the reason why we're putting her out early on PTS is because we want gameplay feedback. We want to know, test her, see what's good, see what's bad, see things that don't feel right. We do read all the feedback that comes in. Please let us know. And the other thing I have to say about PTS, apologies to anybody who is wanting PTS to be live right after this, because it will not be live right after this. It will be live at about 5 p.m. Eastern is the current thought. There were a couple issues with this morning's build, which would make it to where the version that we would have to put live right now just wasn't going to be playable.
Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking through that bug. There's actually a way worse exploit with that bug that makes sense. Yeah, we can't.
Yeah, we couldn't put it live, unfortunately, due to a really bad bug in this morning's build. The bug has been fixed. There's a new build running. As soon as that build is live, we'll put it up to PTS. But around 5 p.m.,
which is around
Eastern,
11, 12 European time for the Europeans out there.
Yeah, there was just a time change in the UK this week.
That's why I was checking, because like UK's one, but there's Central Europe's a different one, and then there's also a further time zone in Europe, just like there is in the US. So
awesome. And that's everything for this update.
Dun dun dun. I believe.
I believe.
Yes. Yep. You went on the list that I had down that we were
Nice.
basically going to go over here.
We did it.
We're at 153. Art competition on Friday. We did have the artists were voted on for the art competition. We'll have Ben on the show on Friday as well to go through and we'll talk about the winners and have a look at the artwork that came in. It seems everyone was really excited, and we saw some crazy artwork, so we'll showcase some of that.
That's
on
so
Friday.
exciting.
Yeah. And additionally, I believe that's why we'll be discussing balance as well. So it might be a busy show.
Yeah.
If we're going to go through balance on Friday too.
Yeah, we'll probably run through balance a little bit quicker than normal since we have Ben on.
That's my
and maybe we'll just kind of speed run balance at the start, and then
I'll pop in for like the first 15 minutes and then say peace, and then
it's like the old days of the update shows on that one for sure. But yeah, we'll go over the artist stuff as well as have a little look at balance and what's coming down the pipeline for you all.
Sweet. Well, hey, we appreciate everybody for tuning in and watching.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry I've been missing so many shows recently from sickness and my wife traveling and everything, but it's good to be back. And excited about the next update, just as I'm excited about every update. I'll do the quick review of everything in this update for people who tuned in a little bit late. I don't have a graphic this time because I just got back to work this morning after not working for a week and a half, but apologies. Anyway, so we have Sylvanus. Sylvanus' aspect, which will go live a little bit later. Sylvanus' Ascension Pass. Dodgy will be playtestable today with the new alt, but early art. We'll have the Twitch drop Sylvanus Harvest Keeper skin, the Dark Lord Sun Wukong Traveler, the Sacred Arrow Rama Traveler, the Achilles Soul Piercer Traveler repackage, The end of the reaping, so get your pumpkins while you can. New ward timers, new lobby lighting, and a bunch of lobby improvements that we just didn't show today, and we'll talk more about. Sure. New conquest lighting and rocks that are a little bit temp in PTS. They may not go live, but probably we'll see. The new rocks have new moss, added detail, and improved performance. We have the Pantheon quests. We have the next Game Pass drop coming as part of this update. The add item stack button has been added to Jungle Practice. Thanatos' basic attack should feel more responsive. There's day and night audio polish. Osiris' basic attack should feel more responsive. We'll be fixing people who are stuck at level 80 on the Wandering Market Path. And there's a ton of balance, and there's a ton of other stuff too.
And you'll get all that on probably Monday, Tuesday next week as usual, just before it drops, and we'll have that all on the website as well. But just a quick recap of where we're at today.
And once again, it's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We'll keep going.
I mean, it hasn't been 2 weeks. It's technically a week.
Well, it's been a week, but it's been 2 weeks since the last update show.
I also the time has been thrown off because baby.
Dude, yeah. I think I might have told you this already, but I feel like the first 6 months with the new kid are just an absolute blur.
I can't believe it's actually almost been. No, it's 4 weeks. Yeah. So it's been a month.
Yeah. And it's it's hard. It's hard to remember a time before you had a kid. Yeah. It's wild. Anyway, babies are interesting. We won't make this a baby show because
I have pictures I can show. I'll turn it into to Finn for the last 4 minutes.
Yeah. So check out Sylvanus and Dodgy and everything else today.
Later on this evening. We'll definitely make sure there's some announcements out on social.
So somebody says 6 or 7 hours till PTS goes live. No, about 3 hours, I believe, is because it's 2 o'clock
3 hours
here
now. From right
so
now.
3 hours from now.
Give it
is the goal.
Yes.
Obviously, if something happens with the build, then something happens.
That's why. It's always we're aiming for 3 hours away from now. That's what we'll say. If we get a further update.
Are they doing the 6-7? Zoomer meme.
You file for that?
I guess I must have.
I had to warn my wife about that earlier because she works at a school. I was like, your kids are going to start saying this.
Yes.
And that week they started.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. But then again, we all had stuff when we were growing up that was just as bad. So,
she complains about the memes they do. And then I just go, remind her that we had albino black sheep, badger,
mushroom. Yeah.
Right,
we're just aging ourselves with that one for sure. Yeah, there's plenty over the time.
That guy, I think that same guy did a Rama Royale song.
Did he?
Look at my horse. No, he did Infinite Horses.
I know.
I've got infinite horses. Yeah. Anyway,
there's a few.
It was great. Anyway, we do have one other thing. Do you want to talk about the people from SMITE Prime that won or not?
Oh yes, SMITE Prime that happened this weekend. Obviously, we got a new SMITE Prime. I'll just do that real quick. There's a new SMITE Prime coming. Our final one of the year for SMITE Prime, mainly because everyone has time off around Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it gets really hard for competitive games to happen, and a lot of the leagues kind of go on a bit of a hiatus over the Christmas period. So this is the last one we'll be running for this time this year. SMITE Prime is available, and sign-ups are now for this weekend to get yourself over there. But we did have Clocked In win this month's October version. Congratulations to them. But we also, I believe, did have Strength of Wood as well, made up of Tempo, Snaddy, and kids also doing pretty well for themselves.
Yeah,
coming in second this patch. Yeah, second this update, I should say, or month rather, would make more sense. So check out SMITE Prime. And additionally, again, we mentioned the art show. We mentioned the art competition. We'll review that on Friday. And give us feedback of how you all felt about it, because we kind of liked it. From what I've seen so far, it seems positive. We might continue to do so and make it a bit more formal and continue to push with it if people are interested.
Yeah, we like doing fun community things. We do as much as we can, and we'll
wherever possible.
Yeah.
So it's 1:58 right now. I guess it's time for
one more question. It's been too long.
It has. That's why I threw you one back. Let's see if we can get a question from everybody in chat. From people in chat. We'll try and answer one of each. And obviously, we'll be back on Friday. We can do more questions then as well, even though it'll be a busier show. Obviously, we were out on Monday, so there'd be a lot of stuff. But I expected most of the stuff we'd get in today was like, Cabraken's OP! And it's like, well, he's already been nerfed. Yeah. But yeah, it happens.
Someone was asking, I'll just say it, seeing Daddy Ponpon is weird. So probably won't use that name going forward.
Yeah,
but
I've always called you Daddy Ponpon behind the scenes. Like, what are we talking about?
It's like the standard playtest banter.
Yeah, everybody was like Dad Goon for a while. And I was like,
no.
Not a thing.
But there's one about Guan Yu aspect. Guan Yu's been pretty stable, doing pretty well, not super OP. Aspect gets used just as much as like base, so like he's not been like our list of like things to like buff recently. I can go take a look and just make sure that nothing's off there, but I don't expect him to get a buff.
Okay. My question for the group: theoretically, if a bear god were to exist, would their name end in Tio? With Tio?
Isn't that like uncle in Spanish? Tio?
Maybe. Yeah. My Spanish is not very good. I learned German at school, not Spanish, and then moved to the US. I should have gone Spanish, you know.
I'm from California, so you kind of are obligated to learn a decent amount.
I'm also lazy in English, and you know.
T.O.'s uncle. Hey, look at me. I have to pick a question.
You do. Vafi, if you watched the show back, you just asked a question about when are you going to answer the next 3 goddesses? Well, 1 we've already done, 2 got leaked, 3 you left away.
Yeah, there has to be some surprise in the world. Yeah. Come on, guys. We'll talk about them a little bit more in probably early next week. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. That's a good question. People have just been asking me like, how do I feel about Sylvanus with his +1s and aspect and everything, and how many times did I bug you while you were working on Sylvanus? I would say I bugged the appropriate amount. I don't think I was too annoying.
No,
I think I had some decent feedback on like the basic attacks and some differences that were in the early iteration, making the basic attacks feel a little bit different. And then while I was out, they made him feel even better. So he feels great. I enjoy him a lot. I had specifically said I thought it would be cool if the +1s were a little bit more around the plants, because I felt like that was always like an aspect of his kit that was there, but not really there. So I think that it's just like some nice little +1s that don't really mess up the flow of the kit. If you are a good Sylvanus, you will continue to be a good Sylvanus. I hit so many pulls today. I felt like I was having so much fun. You're doing the Sylvanus things.
He feels like Sylvanus. Like nothing bad about him. If anything, these +1s do feel effective. His base kit just feels just like Sylvanus. He's as impactful as he was.
I'm only good at juking like most internal playtest like pulls. Arthur,
he's
yesterday.
Really
good. Arthur's good with him. Yeah.
He landed like 8 on me, and I was like, I knew they were coming, and I like went to juke them, and he just read me, and I was like, damn, like it was like back to back to back. I was like, it's crazy.
Well, that's it for the show today. It's 2:02. Thank you so much for joining us for this Titan Talk. We'll be back on Friday to discuss balance and art, as we said, and continue to answer your questions. And hopefully PTS will be up later on today, at least 3 hours from now. We'll update on social as well. Make sure you get in there, test out Darji, test out Sylvanus, give us the feedback.
And let us know what you think about the lighting and the new
additional things you'll see. Because I'm pretty sure if you go into games, you'll see different things where you're like, oh, interesting work. So continue to work on that. But for now, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you all on the battlegrounds. Goodbye.